Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, our Rumble Studios on this 01.17.2025. Current time is 05:57 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That'd be the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside this Friday morning. We made it to the weekend, folks. We made it to the end of the week. Just those people that have those working shifts that have to work today, they got to get through the day. But the weekend is here on this Friday, and we're glad to be here. Getting the day started on time. Wow, actually a little before 6, a little before the top of the hour. So that's a good thing. But Rich Roberts, that Fireman Rich, here on Rumble Studios, as well as that Fireman Rich over there on X. I like X. X is where I post the majority of my social media posts on all these fine social media platforms. I'm on some others. Just Google at Fireman Rich and you see where I'm at. But if you want to know, there's some things I don't post on those other platforms. But at Fireman Rich, that's where I'm at. That's my mainstay. Okay, so if you want to know what I'm doing, I'm over there. And doing this live streaming bit, that's one of the things I do here as far as that goes. Good morning, Tina. Tina, our Jersey girl's here. Glad to have you here. I do have the morning coffee. Go get yours, girl. And it's tasting pretty good this morning. The morning coffee is tasting mighty fine on a Friday. And it makes it almost one step better as far as we're going for a hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. Okay, I'm getting it. Okay. She's getting her coffee there. Wouldn't be a morning coffee broadcast if we did not have the morning coffee. Okay. So, but I want to say thank you for those that are here. Oh, shoot. Did I start the Facebook? Oh, let's see. Okay, I forgot to hit the button. I almost forgot that. The Facebook. Yeah, we're live now on Facebook. We're live on Facebook. Yep, we're live on Facebook. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I got to manually start that as far as that goes. It's an extra button, but I can do that. We have 6 platforms that we're broadcasting to. Rumble. From Rumble Studios, we're broadcasting into Rumble. We have one person on Rumble. We have one person on Locals on the YouTube. Let's check the YouTube here. Go to my YouTube channel. Yep, we're broadcasting. Yep, we've got one person on YouTube and 3 people on Twitch, and on X we have nobody as of yet. We had 27 people on here yesterday. It was right after, well, it was right during dinner. I broadcast the launch of the Starship Test Flight 33, Starship 33. That's the number designated. Is no more. We found out what happened. I found out this morning. I guess it launched all right, but once it got up in the into space, just over the Caribbean, I guess there was a onboard fire above the engines, the firewall to the engines, and it exploded. You saw that this morning? Yeah, I broadcast the launch. Of course, that's what happens when they test. That was a new version of that Starship. They had a lot of new bells and whistles into it. So it's sad that it happened, but those things happen. It's a test. This is only a test. The other half of the test, the booster was caught by the mega arms. It came down and the arms caught it. That's a big thing. That's the second time that's happened. I've watched all 7, and it was 8 minutes in, about 8, maybe 8 or 9 minutes into the launch. Down in the lower right, you can see the indications of the speed, the engines, and all that. It stopped. So something was wrong. So I figured it was something to what they were what they're showing this morning. I don't know. We'll see if we can get a video of it here to present. And it's sad that it's happened, but those tests they happened. Sometimes that happens at a test, as far as that goes. So it made a nice little colorful rainbow over the Caribbean islands there, I guess, from what I saw on I think it was on an Instagram and stuff. And what the hell? I don't like that there. That's okay. And over on Instagram yesterday morning, I was talking to, and I'll say it real quick here in the beginning. I was talking to a very good and old friend there from the audio days on Audio Boom, Paul Omani. He had me up, but my internet crapped out yesterday. As far as I had to reset my router and all that. And but I talked to him for a few minutes on Instagram Live, which I don't really use. He broadcasts every Paul Omani blog on X. I don't think he uses X that much, but I think he should. Put aside the differences you have with Elon and use the platform for your own purpose and stuff like that. But it was good to talk to Paul. He says he sort of indicates that he doesn't listen to my long audios on Spotify for creators. And what was he referring to is that on this broadcast, Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning coffee broadcast, they're about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So that's the long broadcast that I end up repurposing the audio and put it over on Spotify for podcasters. So if you catch this at the beginning of the pod, at the audio pod that from this live stream, Paul, I can understand that, but I do do my the Fireman Rich audio podcast, morning coffee in a sense, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We'll be doing that next Tuesday and Wednesday, and then every other Tuesday is the Mixcloud there as far as that goes. So it was good talking to Paul, even if it was for a short time. And then what else did I do? Played some PUBG. Boy, did we get our asses handed. But we played this one specific map. I think we played like 18 times on this one map, almost 20 in the span of a couple hours. But we're doing hot drops, and we were testing out different things and stuff like that. And that's always good to do testing, just like us. It's nothing like compared to SpaceX with their launch of the test flight number 7. And we got an ad starting in about 30 seconds there, Tina, just to give you a heads up. And we're testing on the PUBG battlegrounds and getting our asses handed to. But that's how you learn. You learn different tactics, and I picked up a few things from my playing mate there from Scotland. He's a really good player. He is a really good player, very knowledgeable and stuff like that. And I feel real fortunate to be playing with him because he knows the game. And I don't mind running with him as far as that goes. And he's got I think he's got a better system than I do. He's got a graphics card that just blows mine away. It's still, they're both NVIDIAs, but mine is like low key compared to his. His has 3 fans. I don't even have a fan on mine, I don't think, as far as that goes. So, but it was fun doing that game, and we'll probably be playing again today and stuff. I'm really locked into that particular game as far as that goes. It is a fun game. And I did get on the Lord of the Rings online yesterday, and I was thinking about broadcasting last night, but I ended up broadcasting the flight test number 7, and that's a spur of the moment. That I was going to do that Monday. They were supposed to launch, but we were doing something. I forget what we were doing. I had to go get the pizza. That's right. And so yesterday, I knew they were going to be a launch. It's like, oh, let me go ahead and set up. If I broadcast, and I did. It's fairly simple to broadcast, as far as setting things up and stuff like that. So I had fun with that, watching that. That was only about a 15-minute because there was no sense in staying on. I get multiple viewing angles from different people that are live streaming it themselves, but I'm taking the live stream because I'm using it as a watch. I'm watching it because I love watching these launches, and to be able to do it on a live stream of my own. I think that's fun. And we didn't really have anybody in the broadcast yesterday, but I did get a boatload of replays though. Yeah, I'm up over 100 and 150 total. I got 100 just it's pushing it's at 96 pushing 100 on here on Rumble. So thank you Rumble. Rumble rocks as far as that goes, and I do appreciate it. And I think I had 20. I think at the broadcast on X Live, I had 27 people. I was like, wow, okay, they're interested, which is good. It makes me feel good to present that, to be able to share that with other people, as far as, because I do have a very big interest in the space flights that we do here in the United States of America. Of course, there was another rocket, the New Glenn. Amazon's rocket got up, and it actually put something in orbit, I guess, and that's a big rocket too. Not as big. It's almost as big as Starship. Not almost. It's up there. It's larger than Saturn V as far as that goes. So I've loved the space launches since I was a kid. When I watched the Mercury, I watched Alan Shepard launch on the Mercury Redstone rocket back in May of 63. 63 is when Alan Shepard was the first American in outer space. He just went up and then he came down. Sort of what Amazon's doing with their Blue Origin and stuff. So I love watching that stuff. And again, just being able to present it here, it's fun. Yeah, Tina, you say yes. I have fun with it. You can see me clapping. I'm excited about it. Some people may look at, well, that's just no. That's we can't comprehend. As far as I'm concerned, I can't comprehend all the. You look at something. Oh, it's going up. You imagine the math and science that's involved in just building one of those things. It's like it's mind-boggling, and that's what I'm so intrigued with the space industry as far as that goes, going into outer space. And the question always, would you go into outer space, Rich? I know that's been brought up here on the broadcast before. I said, I don't think so. I don't know. I would think. I think I'm past that point where I'd go ahead and go up, but I don't know. It's just you got more qualified. We need to qualify people to go up there as far as that goes. So I had fun with that, and then last night I ended up starting. I'm going to have to rewatch it because I got the part one of Dune. That's that movie there. They did a remake of the original one. I guess it's a two-parter because the second part. This is spurring me to watch the first one because it's going to be dropped off of Netflix January 31st. Dune Part 1, and I started watching it. They got into some big battle, like and I just went to sleep. I don't know how I got to bed last night. I was on automatic, I guess. And it's a long movie. Well, it's only 2.5 hours, but it's like you're trying to like follow the story, and it's like, okay, this is just like the first one, but it's interesting. It's interesting, I saw the worm, the big worm. They're seeking the spice that they use the spice for intergalactic travel, I guess. That's what the spice is for. They explain it a little bit more, but the volume was up and down, up and down. So I'm going to have to rewatch that sometime this weekend. And Rich, you pressed too many buttons to go up there. Yeah, I would press the wrong one. I eject myself in outer space. That's right, Tina. Yeah. Oh, Tina, you got that one right. Yeah, I'd be pressing too many buttons. I did that yesterday during the broadcast. I got a habit of pressing too many buttons as far as oh, look at all the buttons. Let's press them all. Oh, yeah, that's funny, Tina. Thank you. Lots of laughs. Yes. So I watched Dune. I'm gonna have to rewatch it, part one. I want to watch it. It looks like it's a pretty interesting series or movie, I should say. And as far as that goes, and I went to bed. So it was a pretty good day yesterday. And let's see, today, Friday, I got my chess game tonight. So I gotta maybe study up. There's an opening I'm looking at as far as to try to do and stuff like that. I've been practicing a little bit, not as much as I should, but I got the chess game tonight and stuff like that. So And I'm not sure what we're going to do this weekend. I think we may be going somewhere this morning afterwards. I think we may be going somewhere that I have to go try something on to see if I need it tailored. I bought a new suit. Yeah, I got an event coming up here this summer as far as that goes. So I had to go out and buy a suit. You can't just wear jeans to the party, I guess, anymore. I got to look presentable, or else I embarrass the family. So, and I haven't worn a suit since I was in the service, and that was my service dress, blues. So, yeah, I think it was it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, we went out and I got fitted for a suit. Oh God, that is it's just like what happened to the $150 suits and stuff like that? You know, like they're not that much. They're a lot. I can't. I'm 6'5", so that's the problem I have. I've got a lot more cloth that has to be made in my suit, I guess. So but we went to the I'm not going to say the store or anything like that, but we went to a store and an outlet that's renowned for doing pretty. We had an individual that did set me up pretty good and stuff like that. The full everything and stuff like that, and I'm just like, okay. Okay, I think they were going to give me a tie class. When I looked at it, I said, "No, no, I got my own tie class. I don't need to buy another tie class." So we'll see what happens as far. I think we were talking about it yesterday. Me and the missus will be going up to take care of that stuff like that because she's one that wants to make sure everything's set and things are set as far as that goes. So, but the price for things is like I'm not going to say what the price are, but just by me saying it it's expensive to get fitted out for a suit and stuff like that. So I'm just grateful and thankful that I'm able to do that, or else I'd be looking like a bum and stuff. Well, it's a bum. I'm a bum that looked in a freaking high end suit there and stuff like that. But it's it's a once in a lifetime thing. I guess I have to go to. So I have to be presentable as far as that goes for the family. But it should be fun. It should be fun and stuff like that. And it's just one of those things to get. I don't want to worry about that last minute and stuff like that because there's other things to be concerned about as far as things going on. But at any rate, let's see. Let's get this. Been sitting here talking for 20 minutes here, but I'm still ahead of schedule at 6:15, and I'm still remembering a week or so ago. I ended up just starting it at 6:30 or something like that. I guess I'm getting a little conscious of that. But yeah, I woke up and I took care of the cats and started the coffee and got set up here, and it worked out quite well here this morning. So, but let's see, what's our morning looking like this morning? We did get some snow. I did see some snow. I turned the back porch light on for the back porch light there to look out to see what's on the sidewalk and the back stoop, and there's some snow. We got about maybe a quarter inch of snow. It was snowing a little bit off and on yesterday, very fine, and just accumulation. I think we got maybe a quarter of inch. There's not even enough there to shovel. Really, I'm going to have to use the broom to sweep it off the back steps there. It's like to try and shovel it off. There's not enough. You just leave a glaze, and I don't want to do that. So we're just going to brush it off here after we get done with the broadcast and I have some breakfast as far as that goes. But this morning we are starting off with a temperature of 25 degrees Fahrenheit, which is -3 degrees Celsius. We're still in the negative on the Celsius scale. But 25 degrees Fahrenheit, what it says on the monitor there up on with the clock, the atomic clock, that is. There's a sensor that's out on the front porch. That's where they told me to put it. Put it on the north side of the building, so that, and it said if you have an overhead overhang porch, go ahead, because then it doesn't get wet and all that stuff. I think just to get the cover for this thing, it was like $25, and all it is a piece of plastic. You can take a plastic cup and put it over. It does the same thing, but it's underneath the overhang there for the front porch, so it works out quite well. But let's see. We're going to have cloudy with snow showers mainly during the morning hours. It's dark out there, so I can't really see what's going on. 36 degrees Fahrenheit for the high. Winds out of the west by southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour. We did do a quick walk yesterday, me and the missus. It got up to 20, I think it was 22, 23 degrees Fahrenheit. So we went out, and it wasn't too bad. It was, once we got going and stuff, it was mid-afternoon or mid-morning and stuff like that. We went out we didn't do the hill. We just did, it was about 25 minutes, I think. And so the wind wasn't out there that much. So that 5 to 10 miles an hour is going to be the same. Chance of snow is 70%. We had flurries, no accumulation. Oh, you didn't have any accumulation? We had about a quarter-inch accumulations, because when I looked out, there's snow, Tina, on the porch, and I could see in the snow the footprints. There's this one cat that always walks by in the morning and stuff. I always see the tracks out there. It walks by, and it's like a regular routine thing. And so the cats are out there playing in the snow. The neighborhood cats. Chance of snow 70% today. Let's see. Sun will be rising this morning. We got an extra minute there. It's rising at 7:31. 7:31 a.m., which is in about another hour and 12 minutes at 7:31 a.m. The sun will be rising, and sun will be setting at 5:02. We're past 5 o'clock, so the sun does look like it's staying up a little bit longer. So we're getting about a minute every day or two of extra sunlight as we're pushing towards spring, as far as that goes. Our world times and temperatures as I speak at 1:19 a.m. in Honolulu, Hawaii. Clear skies, 72 degrees Fahrenheit in Honolulu. In Phoenix, Arizona at 4:19 a.m. in their morning currently. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. In Chicago, Illinois at 5:19 a.m. The Windy City, clear skies, 27 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the jungle, the concrete jungle, at 6:19 a.m. It is it's actually just changed, 6:20 a.m. 6:20 a.m. here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York also. But down in the city, New York City, 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Cloudy skies in New York City. And down there in New Jersey, where Tina is at, we have, she's showing, 24 degrees Fahrenheit down there in central Jersey. 36 degrees for the high down in New Jersey. And they had flurries last night. We had a little the roads look clean out here, though. They're clean, so there was no real major accumulation up here, but we did get about a quarter of an inch on the ground. Otherwise, across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean in the pond, as it's called, in Cork, Ireland. In Cork, Ireland, let's see on that one. At 11:20 a.m., cloudy skies, 50 degrees Fahrenheit in Milan, Italy. It's lunchtime in Milan, Italia at 12:21 p.m. Sunny and clear, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Swinging over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 7:21 p.m. in the early evening. Sunny and clear, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Tokyo, Japan at 8:21 p.m. Clear skies, 37 degrees Fahrenheit in Tokyo. And down under on the great continent, great country, and great friend of the United States of America, Australia, in Melbourne, Australia at 10:21 p.m. in their, you could say late evening. Clear skies, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. And to the east of Melbourne, Sydney, Australia at 10:21 p.m. It's raining in Sydney again. 66 degrees Fahrenheit also, and those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. We have a thought for the day, as we normally do every day. I post this over there on X at Fireman Rich. The thought for the day is this morning we're getting a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. He's one of my favorites. I like him. He's got a lot of good poems and writings. I remember he was one of my favorites when I was taking literature there through the University of Maryland. Ralph Waldo Emerson, who went by the middle name of Waldo, was an American essayist, lecturer, philosopher, minister, um, abolitionist, and poet who led the transcendentalist movement in the 19th century. He's a Boston guy. He's up there, born in Boston, and he passed away at age 78 in Concord, which I know that area very well. Well, it's grown a lot since I was up there. I lived up there in the greater Boston area for off and on. The 2 times I was at Hanscom Field for 3 years total, almost 4 years. I was there twice. His quote and our thought for today goes as follows. Let's see. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. Makes sense? All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. Because you learn from your mistakes, right? At least that's my takeaway. His meaning, as far as Waldo's meaning to what that particular quote he wants to portray. Good one. Don't be afraid of life, living life. Yeah, let's see. Life itself is a process of continuously learning, and we do. We learn something new every day, and trying new things. And the more experience and attempts you make, even if they involve failures, and I know you have to have failures. We had a boatload of failures yesterday on PUBG Battlegrounds, but we still played. The more you will grow and develop as a person. And that's the whole thing. As much as we failed yesterday, we were both having fun with the game. It does not matter whether each experiment is successful or not, but the key is to do more experiments, because if you do, you make it better. All life is an experiment. The more, and that's just a perception, okay? You say experiment science. Oh, that's for the religious people out there. It's just in general, okay? Don't make it more than what it is. Like all life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. And that's it, the better. And just like as far as Tina, she expressed, and I like that as far as what she said. Good one. Don't be afraid of living life. And I would have to definitely agree with that. Tina says my middle initial is F, could be for failure. No, don't say that, Tina. No, life is full of ups and downs, accomplishments and failures and stuff like that. And that's what molds you into the person that you're doing. I've had my share of failures, believe me, I have, but I still live life. I still enjoy living life, and you have to have that positive start to the day. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. Being positive, as far as trying to be. I know sometimes and I've heard people tell me, or people have told me, that's a crock of crap, Rich. I said, no, it's your outlook to stay upbeat, because I know there's a bunch of crap going on in this world that, if you let it consume you, then you're not living life. You're just going to be curled up and underneath a rock, and you can't be that way. You can't keep your head stuck in the sand as far as that goes. But by taking part in life, you got to be kind and generous and not be a bad person. Okay, don't be a dirtbag as far as that goes. And I guess I keep those people at bay that that are in that mode to where they're constantly criticizing, because I used to be one of them a long time ago. Okay, and the missus reminds me of that quite often. I used to be very critical. Um, Unless you're in a very important job to be critical, being a firefighter, we did have our critical moments and stuff like that. There's certain jobs that you have to be. Sometimes you have to be the asshole that says, no, we can't do that. And you get so many people mad at you and stuff like that. And I still have some people mad at me to this day. But but there's sometimes where, and I've talked about this before, the individuals that think they know it all, and they're very critical people. It's very degrading to people. We shouldn't degrade anybody. I don't care what they say, what you say, or where you're at in this world and stuff like that. To degrade somebody, that's just to me, that's just telling me so much about that individual that's doing the degrading. Okay, even if they say, "Oh, I'm just joking," no, that just joke. I'm at that point where somebody says, "Oh, I'm just kidding." Well, in here it's okay because I know, Tina, you're just joking, but you know the people I'm talking about. They'll just say that to try and cover the underlying agenda of degrading people. Okay, the just joking we get in here, so it's just full disclosure. It's just they are kidding because it's for the fun part. I am talking about those individuals that are very critical, and I don't think they realize it, or they don't care. That's the other thing. There's people out there that don't give a flying flip as far as that goes, and I don't really care for those people anymore. It's just like I'm not wasting my time. Yes, you get it. Yeah, you get me. Okay, Tim, you see me long enough. You know where I'm coming from. But for the folks that are watching on the replay and all that, it's just I don't associate myself with those people anymore. And I guess when I'm reverting back, I can say we had that for a long time when we were on that previous platform called HAPS. I always bring up HAPS because HAPS was like that. And you know what I'm talking about, Tina, and the folks that are watching this that happen to be on that broadcast or that platform before. Great platform, but there was some real a-holes, I could say. And to this day, there's still a-holes because they'll probably call me an a-hole, which I don't really care because I don't really, you know, I just have to shake my head and stuff. And doing that, it reminds me to be, that's part of the experiment. I've tried putting these people in a place and stuff like, and the experiment's over. I got to move in. That's a failure. I need to move on. And so the new people that come here, and the people that still come, like Tina and Tony, Michael Bathurst, and all those, even Captain Rehab, which he's a good guy. Okay. And, but I guess on other platforms, he could be a real piece of work, I guess, from what I've been hearing. Well, just the banter that happens in here between him and Tony and stuff like that. I don't need that stuff. So I don't really, I got more important things to do and stuff like that. And I try to I'm just a simple man doing simple things and enjoying life as I go on. So all life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. And those experiences, there'll be failures and there'll be accomplishments and stuff like that. So thank you, Ralph Waldo Emerson. God bless and Godspeed. Okay, let's see. We have a national day today. Let's see what we have for today. And I think I seen one in here we did last year, and I think it was Hot Butter Rum Day. Never had a hot butter rum. And then you have National Bootleggers Day. So all the people that drink a lot. You have National Classy Day. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. It's Popeye the Sailor Day. We have Pirates Day, and I think it's September. So why not Popeye the Sailor Day? I'm going to go with this one. Hashtag Popeye the Sailor Day. Sailor Man Day. January 17th marked the 17th, the January 17th marks the 95th birthday of the world's most famous spinach-loving nautical hero. It's Popeye the Sailor Man. And Tina likes that one. Say yes. Today we are taking epic strides to honor the legendary sailor who is tough and fit with tons of grit as one of America's most renowned pop culture icons. After all, he am what he am. He ate his spinach. Yes, he did, Tina. And that just roar. Um, I actually on the Tauga radio show, the introduction, I use Wimpy. I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger and stuff like that. So it's a Tuesday thing I do. So I have that in my intro there. That's from the Popeye cartoon. Popeye is the seeming underdog with bulging forearms, a mean uppercut, and a love of canned spinach. He is a defender of the weak and protector of those he loves. As the embodiment of strength and fitness, Popeye inspires us all to work hard, care for others, be persistent, and stay strong to the finish. Of course, all with the help of a hefty amount of spinach. In 2024, we celebrate his 95th year for this iconic figure and timeless inspiration Popeye has brought to billions of people. And pop ownership of Popeye copyright has expired. Yeah. Oh, is it? That's the same as Mickey Mouse then, because Popeye came after Mickey Mouse. So Popeye was created by Ezai Krister Sager, EC, and made his first appearance in the comic strip Thimper Theater on January 17th, 1929. Originally created as a minor character, Popeye became a superstar. By 1938, the comic changed its name to Popeye, creating one of the most iconic cultural comic strips of all times. And Tina says about Hal, who is he on? Oh, what happened here? No, he's not on yet. Hal said, "No, anyone can make bad movies." Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, with the no copyright. Yeah, they do that with. I think they did that with Mickey Mouse too. Okay, so there's our thought for the day, or no, our National Day today. So yesterday I did do the the Fireman Rich audio podcast, and I did. It was on a subject that we're drinking our coffee, okay, and I'm a coffee lover, and I presented a story that was done by I think the University of Utah. Let's see, yeah, research from University of Utah, published in a Journal of Cancer. How it's shown that people who drink 4 cups of caffeine coffee per day had a lower risk of developing head and neck cancers, as far as that goes. I drink 4 cups. I drink at least 3 to 4 cups every morning now. When I was in the service, I drank a pot and a half of coffee a day during the shift, because we're there at the crash house for 24 hours. I drank quite a lot. But this article is coffee drinkers less at risk for head and neck cancers. New research if you drink 4 cups of coffee every day. And people who drank more than 4 cups a day had 17% lower odds of having head and neck cancer overall. And then 30% had lower odds of having cancer of oral cavity, and 20% had lower odds of having throat cancer. So unless you're smoking, you drink most coffee. There's a lot of coffee drinkers. My dad was one. He would have a coffee, but he'd be puffing away. You don't want to do the smoking and stuff like that. But the 2016 meta-analysts found that coffee consumption was linked to a reduced risk of oral, liver, colon, prostate. Well, see, the coffee is good for all of them and stuff like that. It lowers the risk. It doesn't take it away. But this is on a study of how many people? And head and neck cancers is the seventh most common form of cancer, and there's about a 50% mortality rate among 750,000 patients in 2020 of head and neck cancer. So that's one of the stats there. So, but it ended with speaking in the broadest of and least scientific language. Plants that contain strong flavor chemical compounds such as cinnamon, ginger, garlic, clove, tea generally prove to be strong promoters of wellness. So coffee, remember when coffee used to be the bad, you don't want to drink a lot of coffee as far as that goes. So I presented, that was a good, so that's over there on Spotify for Podcasters app, or Spotify for Creators on Spotify, where this will be, the audio from this broadcast will be. And Tina says yes. Yeah, that's so coffee is good. Okay, let's see. We're moving right along here. Hey, Tony D, salute to you, my friend. There she is. Before I even said it, she said, good morning, Tony. And hashtag positive start to the day for you, my friend. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. What's this about? What happened here? And Tina saying good morning to Tony. And let's see, we're going to set up for 100 years ago. We have it for Wednesday, so let's go ahead and set up for that here. And let's share that. Got that there. Turn off the scroll text. And let's see, does that line up? Yep, that lines up. Okay, so here we go. 100 years ago, Tony saying good morning to Tina there. So let's go ahead and check this out.
And tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Delivering that news first now is Broome County historian and president of the Preservation Association of the Southern Tier, Roger Luther.
100 years ago today, a cold wave struck Binghamton last night, broke all records for this winter by dropping to 8 degrees below zero. The Broome County Ice Carnival is planned for this Saturday at Recreation Park. At least 350 boys and girls are expected to compete in the ice skating races. The toboggan slide, donated to Recreation Park by George F. Johnson, is nearly completed and will be ready for use Friday night. Broome County's first radio-equipped apartment house is currently being built in Johnson City. Radio aerials will be erected on the roof so residents will be able to tune in their radio sets right from their living room. And finally, the bakery at 18 Washington Avenue in Endicott was broken into last night. No money was taken, but the robbers stole a few cakes. Police believe it's the work of young boys. That was the news on January 15th, 1925.
There's those hoodlums again. They're stealing the cakes. Oh, my God. I actually presented this yesterday. I'm going to be presenting these over on the audio podcast now. I did that yesterday. And yep. You said it right, Tina. You did it. You have it right there with those boys. Those boys, they're at it again. No money was taken, but the robbers stole a few cakes. So, this like, okay, yeah, we don't need them. We just want the cakes. We want something. And the police say they have their suspects. We've seen them before. The one highlight that I liked in this one was the fact that, where the hell is it? The Broome County was first radio-equipped apartment. Okay, you got to remember, 100 years ago, they didn't have TV. So this was a big thing. They had the radio piped right in. They had antennas to where you could listen to it in your living room. Um, Johnson City there, that city was named after George F. Johnson. He was individual, very wealthy individual, but very well liked and provided. He was the founder and owner of the Endicott Johnson Shoes Company. That was in Endicott there. It's a world-renowned shoe factory before they moved everything over. And I think it was still in. I think my older brother worked there when I was growing up. He went to high school here in Tioga County, and but when he but they ended up that it's right down. It's right there in Endicott, down Washington, the other end of Washington Ave, in Endicott there from IBM, the old IBM site. IBM is a lot of entrepreneurs back there in Endicott and the Endicott, Johnson City, Vestal, and Binghamton areas and stuff like that. So that was that's pretty interesting as far as that goes. And yes, those boys, man, you got those boys. I tell you, it's just they're always getting into the mischief. You know, they're always getting into the mischief. I don't know what we're going to do about them, but you know, we look at that. That was big. That was a big stuff back then. On this day, 103 years ago, got to recognize this lady. This lady, everybody loved. Everybody loved. But 103 years ago today, America's beloved comedian, actress Betty White was born. God bless her. She passed away at her Los Angeles home. I think it was just before she turned 100, I think. She had been planning to celebrate her centennial with a special one-night only film screening of Betty White's 100 Years, which will still run in. Oh, okay. I guess, did she do it? Yeah, I guess if you want to attend. Yeah, she, I guess, yeah, it was shortly after she turned 100 there and stuff. God bless her, though. I loved her. She was a great lady. White found the secret of aging gracefully in a difficult maxim than trying to be forever young, when she told the AP, "Don't try to be young, just open your mind, stay interested in stuff. There's so many things I won't live long enough to find out about, but I'm still curious about them." That was Betty White. God bless her. Great lady. Great lady. Okay, let's see. What else was in history? Anything? What do we have here? Let's see. In 1706, statesman and inventor Benjamin Franklin was born in Boston. So Benjamin Franklin and Betty White share a birthday. James Cook became the first to cross the Antarctica Circle in 1773. And Joni Mitchell released the album Court and Spark with hits like Free Man in Paris, Help Me, and Raised on Robbery. 41 years ago today, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled 5-4 that the private use of home VCRs to tape TV programs did not violate federal copyright rules back in 1984. Remember that? I used to do that I had a Betamax, and then they went to VHS. So I think the first series was the original Shogun on NBC, because I loved that series. That was a great series. Let's see, on the AP side. In January 17th, 1920, prohibition of alcohol began in the United States as the act went into effect to support the 18th Amendment. Of course, they changed that because everybody wanted to drink. They wanted their drink. 1950, the Great Brinks robbery took place as 7 masked men held up the Brinks building in Boston, stealing $1.2 million in cash and $1.5 million in checks and money orders. And that was 1950. So that's worth a lot of money now, but they never found the guys, I think. I used to work with an individual that used to work for wasn't Brinks. It was a company like Brinks. I can't remember the name of it now, but he said that was an inside job. He said the guys that they were security guards that worked for Brinks. That's his thing. Let's see, 1977. No, we're not going to do that one. Back in 1995, more than 6,000 people were killed when an earthquake with a magnitude 7.2 struck the city of Kobe, Japan. And I was over in Japan when that happened in 1995. I was up in a tower. The fire alarm communication sat in a tower 4 stories above the fire station, and that tower rocked more than 5 or 6 inches on either side. My 2 Japanese nationals, they ran down the 4 flights of stairs because they didn't. But I had to sit. I was just like, "What's going on?" And that's Yokota Air Base is right outside Tokyo, and from Kobe, that's at least 300 plus miles, I think. But Kobe got devastated. It was devastated there as far as that goes. So that was back in 1995. I was still active duty there as far as that goes. Okay, we're at 54 minutes, 55 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take a short break as far as how that goes, folks, and we will be right back. And I'm going to refresh my coffee. So I think this is my first cup, so it'll be my second cup. So we will be right back, and you guys hang loose. And let's see, where's my music? Oh, there's my music. Okay, we'll be right back, folks. We are back. As far as that goes, folks, we are back here for the Friday morning coffee. Open the shades up here a little bit. It's still dark out, but we are here. The Friday morning coffee for 01.17.2025. Current time is 06:54 a.m. Eastern time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. And we got our second cup of coffee for the morning. And again, I want to say welcome to the broadcast for those that might just be popping in right now. And for those that are listening over there on Spotify for Creators, thank you for the listens for this long audio, as it's been said. It was good talking to Paul Amani yesterday. I haven't talked to him in a long time, even though it was a short time, just to see his smiling face and stuff. He loves poetry. He does poetry on. He used to do poetry on Periscope, and now he's trying to bring that back onto Instagram. As far as that goes, Paul Omani blog on X, and to give him a plug, we have some differences, but he's still a good friend. I still consider him a good friend as far as that goes and stuff. And Bug, come on, Bug, stop! He's clawing at the chair. The chair's holding up though. Knock on wood. So let's see. Basketball, sports. Let's see what's going on in the basketball. Starting Wednesday night, we had who played? Knicks beat the 76ers. Celtics lost to the Raptors, which sucks. Celtics are my team. I like the Boston Celtics. And it looks like I don't watch basketball. Nets, they ended up losing to the Clippers 126-67. You got your asses whooped. Last night, we didn't have any play of those three teams. Today, the Celtics will be hosting the Magic up there at the Garden in Boston. The Knicks will be hosting the Timberwolves. Both teams will be playing at 7:30 tonight. The Nets, they're out in L.A. at the Lakers. They're going to get their butts. So that's what we got going tonight. And then I think those teams play on Sunday. So let's see. We have some NFL action. The divisional round of the playoffs take place this week. Ear itches. What the hell? My ear is itching. Somebody thinking about me? It's on my ear. You know how your ear rings and that says that somebody's talking about you? My ear's itching. What's that mean? Let's see. I'm gonna Google that. What does a itch on the ear mean? Let's see what Google says. An itch on the ear can easily be attributed to no, that's earwax. It was a dry skin. No, what? Okay, I want to know if this.
It just means you got an itch on your ear.
It just means we got an itch on the ear. Okay, that's what the missus said. Okay. Just figure I'd take a stab at it. We do have some NFL divisional round this week, and I don't have any. I have everybody's picks except Michael Bathurst. What's going on with him? I don't know. Let's see. Thank you, Tony, for the like of the. Well, let's check the Facebook. I checked the Facebook. Because Tony usually goes on the Facebook. Nope, he's not on the Facebook, but he's over on X there. He gives me a like. But the message, let's see. Michael Bathurst, where is he? And your picks are? I think he's on. Yeah, he's online right now. So. I'll send him a message. I say, and your picks are question mark, question mark, question mark. I'll just What are we having this morning? Oh, we got peanut
Toast
butter.
with raisins and an apple.
Apple. Oh, she got the apple. She tried the missus ended up getting from Christmas a Ninja air fry.
Air fryer. But
Air
it does a lot
fryer.
of stuff.
Huh?
But it does a lot of other stuff.
Oh, it does a lot of other stuff. Yeah, that's what I was getting to. It does a lot of other stuff. And one of those things is dry apples. She dried some apples last week and they were good. They were tasty. You know, I don't like eating a whole apple, but those things I could just. We don't want to eat too much fruit, but it's something you could do, and you can save it for later and stuff like that. And she puts it in a Tupperware thing, and it's on the counter. And instead of taking a cookie, take a couple slices of apple and stuff. So it's that was pretty neat as far as that goes. So she's having apples with some. What's that? Peanut butter and
Peanut butter and cinnamon apple.
Peanut butter and cinnamon on her apple this morning with her toast. As far as that for breakfast here, and I'm gonna have a bagel. She went shopping yesterday, so she got some bagels. So I'm gonna have an onion bagel today. I had a cinnamon bagel yesterday. I think that'll be my breakfast here. But we do have some divisional rounds, and we got all the picks in except for Michael's Texans and the Chiefs. I picked the Chiefs, but I'd like to see Texans win. I'd like to see the Chiefs get knocked out. I don't think Commanders and Lions, I think they're going to the Super Bowl for the national side. I think even if the Rams win or the Eagles win against the Rams, I think Detroit's got if they don't implode. And then the big game Sunday for me is going to be the Bills and Ravens. Bills, I hope they win. I do hope they win. Let me see if I can find something here. Let's see. IG. Let's see. Do we have a search? Do we have search? Yeah, we do have search on here. Okay, let me see if I can find something here. Search Starship. Test flight. So we'll see what happens on the playoffs there this weekend. And then we go into the AFC, NFC championships. Okay, let's see what we get from here. No results. Okay, let's go SpaceX. Okay, let's go to the SpaceX site. Maybe they may have something on there. No. Let's just go to Google here. Let's see. No, don't be. If you got a phone call, Tina, take care of the phone call. No problem. You're all right. That's okay. That's fine. And just so you know, we got another ad coming in about 2.5 minutes. This has popped up again. So we're all done with the sports and stuff like that. You know, nothing new. You know who's playing this weekend as far as the playoff or for the divisional. And let's see, Starship. Okay, here it is. This is let's see what we have here. This is on Fox. Okay, we got something here. So and Hale's. Oh, okay. Yep. I see him on the Facebook, so I guess the Twitch. So we'll see you later, Tina. You have a good Friday, and you have a good weekend. We'll see you. We might pop in to see Hal here. I want to show this. This is about the SpaceX Starship. As far as that goes, I'm just setting this up right now here. As far as let's see, hang on. Okay, this is on. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and present this up. Okay, no problem, Tina. See you later. Okay, let's see. Can we bring this up? Okay, there's the debris right there from the Starship. Get rid of the text here. Let me stop this first. Let's bring it back. Okay, here we go. Let me get some volume on this.
Wow, talk about it going right over us, right?
Oh my
That's
God.
amazing.
That's so sick. One in a million.
Oh my God, how cool is this? Did you see?
And you can see that's the debris upon reentry, because the Starship 33 was in space, but evidently something happened as far as that goes, and that's the footage of it coming down back to Earth, going over the Caribbean islands and stuff. Pretty picturesque, but there's no humans that fly on these ships as of yet. Everything's automated. And let's see what else they said.
No.
Okay, that's just people that filmed this. So that's an outstanding picture of what happened to the Starship, because nobody knew. They were all fixated on the booster, heavy booster there that launched it up into space, but it came crashing down. And so that basically is what happened as far as that goes. And let's see. Rocket debris from SpaceX Starship Heavy booster. Well, it wasn't from Starship's super heavy booster. The booster was caught, but that was Starship 33. Technically the second stage, was spotted in the sky after a rapid, unscheduled, that's saying the least, disassembly. So it just broke apart before part of the device successfully returned to its chopsticks. And the part that returned, this was the booster heavy. Okay, they caught it. That's the first stage that usually crashes in the Atlantic Ocean. But they're bringing it back, and they're able to catch it. The vehicle that lifted off SpaceX Starbase test site at Boca Chica, Texas. The booster then separated 2 minutes and 45 seconds after liftoff and headed back towards Starbase. Space News reported. And here's the thing for Elon. Let's. Okay, this is the same thing, I think. So let's go ahead and bring this one up here too. This is a replay of it.
Ready?
Good, it's about to fall on top of us.
No, it's falling over you. But that's the debris. Over the Caribbean.
What is?
As far as that goes, basically same shot. But this is from Elon Musk's. Success is uncertain, but entertainment is guaranteed. So I guess he's looking at, okay, that's that's entertainment right there as far as that goes. And but Starship experienced a rapid unscheduled disassembly in its ascent burn. SpaceX said in a statement, teams were continuing to review data from yesterday's flight test to better understand root causes. As far as it's all this particular Starship, they had a whole bunch of upgrades. So I think that's what they need to look at, because usually the Starship would go all the way to the Indian Ocean and drop in the Indian Ocean off of the west coast of Australia. Teams will continue to review data. With a test like this, success comes from what we learn, and today's flight will help us improve. SpaceX on X, formerly known as Twitter, says, talking about the posted rapid unscheduled disassembly. And again, tests like this, we learned something from. This is the 7th test flight of the most powerful rocket. The Starship, the spacecraft was supposed to soar across the Gulf of Mexico from Texas on a near loop around the world, similar to previous flights. Again, it would come down over all intact over there in the Indian Ocean. It was packed with 10 dummy satellites. Oh, thank you very much. We have a follower. Who's following us? I just heard the thing. We got to find out who's following us. How do I know when somebody's following? We just got a follower. So thank you very much, whoever's following us. You might want to say hi in the chat. I used to have that. Let's see. How can I do that? Let's see. We got to go. Oh, well, thank you for the follow. But they had 10 dummy satellites that they were going to practice releasing, but I guess they didn't even get to that because of the unscheduled disassembly. It was the first flight of the new and upgraded spacecraft. It was great to see the booster come down, but we are obviously bummed about the ship, said SpaceX spokesman. The Federal Aviation Administration told the news that it was assessing the operations. The FAA is aware an anomaly occurred during the SpaceX Starship Flight 7 mission that launched in Texas. The FAA briefly slowed and diverted aircraft around the area where space vehicle debris was falling. Normal operations were resumed. The latest data received, the spacecraft indicated an altitude of 90 miles at a velocity of 13,240 miles per hour. The 400-foot rocket had thundered away in late afternoon near the Mexican border. Elon Musk said he plans to launch actual Starlinks on Starship before moving on to other satellites and eventually cruise. NASA Administration Bill Nelson congratulated SpaceX while noting that the spaceflight is not easy, and that's an understatement. It's anything but routine, he wrote on X. That's why these tests are so important. Each one brings us closer on a path to the moon and onward to Mars. Video footage of debris falling from the sky seems to perplex people. Okay, let's see. Does this show us? What's this one? Let me set this one up. In subsequent posts, he said that improved versions of the ship and booster already waiting for launch. So they've got spacecraft that are in the wings, as far as that goes. And Oh, okay. Let me see something here. First time chatter. Skunkton, you should see the mod view button. It will appear. Yeah, I do have the mod. Oh, let me see. Yeah, you know, I have that over here. Thank you. Yes, there you are. Actually, I don't have that up in my mod. You should see a mod view button. It will appear as a sword. Yeah, I have that mod part, but I don't see. I see you first time chatter. Thank you for being here. Skundin? What's Skundin? Let me check you out here. Starting to follow me from 4 minutes ago. And you've been on Twitch for a while here. Let's see. Let's check out your page. I always like checking out the pages. Let's see. Oh, you got, okay, there you are. Yeah, let's see what kind of videos you have. The stream is offline. What do you, okay, looks like you got 14 followers. Okay, glad to have you here. Glad to have you here, my friend. I'll just call you Scrund. Scrund? Is that how you say it? Okay. Thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I have that. I have the mod up here, but I don't use it as much as far as that goes. So thank you very much, there. And good morning to you. Yes, thank you very much. That's good. That's good. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Let me get back on track here. I hope your morning is starting off good as far as that goes. Our broadcast here, we're just talking about having the morning coffee. We're talking about the Starship that had an unscheduled disassembly yesterday. I guess that's the new word for, they don't want to use the word crash as far as that goes. So let me see something here. I got to get back to this video. Okay. Let's see. Is this going to come up? Still got the commercial. I want to bring this up because this shows the catching of the mega arms. Let me. Okay, here we go. What's this? This is about 3 minutes. We're going to go ahead and watch this. This is the actual launch. A replay, if you will.
We have the stuff.
That's a big rocket, folks. It stands taller than the Statue of Liberty, as well as it stands taller than the Big Ben. That's how big it is. All its Raptor engines are. Look at that shot.
All right, we're more than 30 seconds into. So we just passed through Max Q. That's the greatest stress the vehicle is going to experience on the way uphill.
And you can see in that picture,
Reminder
right
that
off
all
to
of
the
our
left,
were
there's a
still
little piece
attached.
that was dangling. So there was a puncture there of some sort.
Most engines cut off down to those middle
That's
three.
the booster heavy disengaging. And Starship 33 is continuing to go up.
All right,
That's the
hot
booster
speed
heavy off to the
confirmed.
left.
We've got a
Starship
booster
33
hopefully
is
on our
off to the right.
way back to us. And a
Over here, you can hear the crowd screaming for every milestone.
And this is the booster heavy coming back.
The booster is now making its way back down to Earth. And there you can, looking good for that so far. Some great views there.
It was a test mission. What's
from
the
the
mission
ship of
with
Earth.
this?
That looks
They're
incredible.
testing the rocket. its
Again, the
capabilities.
booster is currently
It's
making
all
its
in the
way
test
back
phase.
to
This
the
is
tower,
SpaceX.
helping to
Elon Musk's
control the
SpaceX. This is a
vehicle and
Starship.
guide it back to its
But what they're
landing.
going to be
Looks that way to
showing is
us.
the return of the
It's
Booster
incredible that it
Heavy,
basically
which is
returns
going to be
like
caught
this
by. Here it comes.
silver
This is going to be
flare
caught.
coming back to the.
This is
Once
the
again, we are
reusable
standing
part
by
of the
for
spaceship.
attempting to catch the booster at the tower. This would be the second tower catch.
Booster
Landing burn.
The engines are firing to
Seeing
slow
13
it down.
engines.
Booster now hovering as it aligns.
This is the
with
second time
tower
they've done
for
this.
catch.
Booster
This is
coming
amazing
in.
right here.
Get
Down
ready
to-
for that boom, Kate.
Down to 3 engines.
That is amazing right there. That particular part of the rocket is huge, folks. Huge. That's a big deal.
10.5 minutes ago.
And there's the flaps.
Great view from the. We're not done, but
We're
wait,
not
there's
done
more. Wow, that is just absolutely stunning.
I'd say so. This is what we were watching
And this, of
yesterday.
course,
We're focused in on
a
that.
gorgeous view there from the tower, looking down at the top of the
And
booster.
we were focused in on that. Let's see.
All right, and we are
There it looks.
tracking.
Now at this point in time, we can confirm that we did lose the ship. However, Starship, the total vehicle, did have an on-time liftoff at 4:37 p.m. Central Time from the launch pad just behind us at Starbase Texas. Gorgeous ascent and successful stage separation. The booster pushed the ship off, the ship disconnected during that stage separation. The booster came back for a successful, the second ever booster catch at the launch tower, which was pretty incredible to see.
So that was the second time they've done that. I saw it the first time. They were going to do it as this would have been the third time, because the last time they did this, they diverted. They didn't want to bring it into, because there was something wrong, so they dropped it down in the Gulf of Mexico. But the whole premise of these tests are to, or these flights are to test a new rocket system, a new platform. And this is its 7th flight test. There's going to be a bunch more, but they're making strides. They had half a success and half a failure, because they were able to catch that first stage, the booster heavy, and they can reuse that just like they do with the SpaceX Dragon rocket, or Falcon rocket. The capsule is the Dragon, the rocket is the Falcon rocket. They bring them back down and they land them. Well, they can't put struts on it, so they got what they call the Godzilla arms that comes in, and they bring it down to where they catch it, and they can bring that down and reuse that rocket. So that saves a lot of money. And as far as and that's what's going to power us humans back to the moon and onto Mars, as far as that type of spaceship. They're supposed to be building one bigger than that one, and that's larger than Saturn V. Saturn V was one of the largest rockets ever made that took us to the moon. This is bigger. It's taller than Big Ben. That's big. I've never seen Big Ben, but it's taller than the Empire State, or taller than the Statue of Liberty, as far as that goes. So it's a huge, huge rocket. And that's what we had on the broadcast yesterday. That's just a recap of that. So I'm pretty excited. I love everything about space. It's just like, wow, how do they do that? There's a lot of math involved in that. That's okay. Let's see what else we got here in the news. Let's see. Concerns grow for residents near the IBM Endicott area. Workers regarding TCE. Okay, they got contamination there at the old Endicott site. We don't need to look at that. It is a concern, though. Okay, we did 100 years ago. Hey, Captain Rehab, how you doing, my friend? Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to the broadcast. Captain Rehab coming in from the city of brotherly love, as far as that goes. Glad to have you here, my friend. Hope all is well. Rocky Rich. There you go. Rocky Rich. Okay. Hope you had a great week this week. I think you popped in, what, Wednesday? Or was it Wednesday night on the Let's Talk Football? I think I'm backing up here. Glick, I'm sorry. You were here. Glick is here in the house. I'm backing up on my comments here. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Yeah, happy Friday to you, Glick. I know what the Friday routine is for you. Get to work, send everybody off to work, get whatever you're drinking and lock yourself in the office there. Good morning, Glick. Okay. And glad to have you here. And Captain Rehab says, yes, he did have a good week. Yes, that he was here before and he had a good week. So good to have you here, my friend. Good to have you here. Let's see. What do we have on hometown news? Anything? They had a fire last night too. I forgot to talk about that. I'm going to see if there's any. We had a major fire last night in the county. They had like 5 different fire departments involved. We're going to see if we can find something on that. Let me go back to Fox 40 and use the search thing. Let's see. Where's the search? There's the search. Let's see. Let's go back to fire. Nothing. Oh, here we go. No, that was on the 8th, so there's nothing there. Let's check WB. Johnson City. What's this on Johnson City? Johnson City Five Guys Restaurant opens. Oh, they got one in Johnson City now. Oh, that's the one. Okay, that's the one that Oakdale Commons. Okay. Forgot about that one. We're going to have to look at that. We're going to look at that one here in a little bit. We'll check that out. Five Guys. We have a second Five Guys. Oh, here it is. This is the fire from last night. Let's go ahead. We had a major fire here last night. When I was watching TV last night, we with the missus, we were listening to this on the scanner. It was a major fire, and let me turn off the text here. There we go. We'll bring this up here. This happened last night, and we'll see what they have to say here.
Begin with breaking news in Tioga County as crews are currently on the scene of a house fire in the town of Owego. That fire is located at 2473 Gaskill Road. According to a 12 News crew on the scene, multiple fire departments responded to the residents. As you can see, the fire appeared to engulf the entire structure. This is a developing situation. Stay with 12 News as we work to learn more information about this fire in Tioga County. Begin with breaking news in Tioga.
I just want to get it to a certain location here to give you my take on it. Okay, there's a cruise. It was very cold last night.
On the scene, multiple.
There's the fire. Oh, let's see. Let's bring it back up.
Multiple fire. Scene.
Doing the Skippy. Yeah, doing the Skippy. There's the fire right there from right there. That they're automatically going to defensive. They had a lot of tankers from other fire companies that responded to this last night. We listened to it on the scanner. It went on for quite some time as far as it's in a rural area. Multiple emergency crews responded to a house fire last night about at 8 o'clock. 2473 Gaskill Road. According to the news, several fire companies responded. The fire apparatuses, the fire appeared, well, it doesn't appear, it's obvious. It engulfed it. So this fire was a total loss. I'm not seeing any news, and I'll be doing a follow-up on this on my Twitter page, as well as on the blog, the @Fireman Rich blog, or actually just look at Twitter. I'll have some follow-ups on this as far as if they develop. And but that was a bad fire there. I don't think anybody was hurt. Oh, hang on. Yep, we're back. Too many buttons again. But that was a major fire last night. And let's see. Glick says from Nonsensical Network, ready for this day to be over, taking a weekend road trip. Oh, you're going? Where are you going, Glick? You heading out on the road? You and your soon-to-be missus there, I guess, as far as that goes. So it's always good to get away. So that was part of the excitement when we were watching TV last night. We were listening to it on this radio. This is my new radio I got for. I actually got two. This one I bought with Bitcoin. This is a Bofang UV5R. The difference between this radio and this radio gets the air traffic. Okay, I switched this antenna, used to be on this one, but this one is a lot clearer. So we were listening to the fire calls on the county frequency on this radio. This is what I got for my birthday. It's a Radtel. This is a pretty good radio. It's only $30. The thing is, I can't use this as a walkie. This is technically, I don't have a license, so I can't press it. I can use it as a receiver, but I can't transmit on this because I don't have a license. It's we turn it on.
Welcome, channel mode. Scanning begin.
So I scan a couple of channels. I scan the emergency services, law enforcement, and the air traffic up above. So that's what I use to listen to things. It's a really good radio. It wasn't that much, I guess. I think it was like $35. It's not that bad of a radio. If you got the radio frequencies, I get into the radio frequencies. I thought about getting my shortwave license. I'm not that much into it. This is my version of shortwave right here, is doing the live stream and stuff like that. So we had that big fire last night, which I guess it was a total loss. You can see that picture that I showed you. The flames, that's a defensive fire. So I didn't hear of anybody getting hurt or anything like that. And as far as that goes, let's see, what's this? Local mom.
Welcome back.
Local mom raises awareness for. One of the things you should have in your house is a carbon monoxide. What do we do? We have we have a weather. No, we don't have a weather warning. No, just delays. A local mom raises awareness for carbon monoxide poisoning in honor of her late son. Okay, let's watch this. This is going to be like a public service announcement here, as far as concerning our. If you don't have carbon monoxide detector, you should have smoke detectors on every level of your house. We have them in the stairwell for the basement. We have in the stairwell leading upstairs, and we have one upstairs. We have 3 smoke detectors. And we have a combination smoke and carbon monoxide in the living room. And you should have one of these puppies because they're an early warning systems or early warning device. And let's go ahead and listen to this one.
The colder months of the year in the southern tier mean that people will be firing up their furnaces to stay warm during the winter. It also means there's a higher risk for carbon monoxide in houses because of heating systems running. 12 News' Kyle Spizak has a deeper look at the importance of having carbon monoxide detectors in homes.
Commonly known as the silent killer, carbon monoxide, an odorless, tasteless, invisible gas.
In January of 2018, my 30-year-old son, Lee, along with his dog, passed from a carbon monoxide poisoning in his home.
Lee Norris was killed by carbon monoxide in 2018. His mother, Roseanne Norris, continues to be haunted by that fateful evening.
He did have a coal furnace. It might have had a blockage in it, and he didn't close the door properly when he put the coal in it, and he took his detector off the wall.
Moving on from that situation and trying to keep going day by day, how hard is that?
Well, in the beginning, it's devastation. I couldn't begin to tell you what it's like. Only another parent who's gone through that could really know.
It didn't take long from that tragic day for Roseanne to get back up and start spreading awareness about the deadly gas in honor of her son.
Well, we started off with golf tournaments. We've had 3 of them where all the proceeds have gone to purchasing detectors, which were distributed in the community through the United Way and the health department. I tried a basket raffle, which was very successful, and over the past, let's say, 4 or 5 years, we did take off COVID year. We've given out over 600 detectors in the community.
The Binghamton Fire Department recommends a carbon monoxide detector in every floor of a building. Equally as important, to know the lifespan of your detector and if its batteries need replacement.
So it's supposed to last 10 years. It will tell you when its lifespan is up. I know there's 4 beeps if there's a situation that's dangerous that you need to get out of the house. I think the education piece is important because people tend to remove batteries from things and, I'll borrow it from here to put it there. And that's could be, a really dangerous thing to do.
While changing batteries on a carbon monoxide detector may seem like something small, it should not be something you forget, because one day it may save your life. I'm Kyle.
So there we have it. Carbon monoxide. These devices will save your lives, and should not take the batteries out to use them like they were saying. If the battery, don't take the batteries out, and if it needs a new battery, put a new battery in it as well as your smoke detector, because these things do save lives. And I've been on the fire ground to where after a house fire, structural fire, where people have had these devices in their homes, or else a smoke detector, but the batteries weren't in them. Use the device correctly. I can't stress it enough. These are first line of defense to let you know, and they have a specific purpose. Don't look at them as an annoyance. These things, carbon monoxide detectors and smoke detectors, they save lives, folks. I've seen it firsthand, and I can say that straight up. They save lives as far as that goes. So let's see. Glick was saying, let's see. Oh, okay. As far as the road trip, off to Indiana, a former guest on my music show. And incidentally, Glick's music show is on the Nonsensical Network. It's Glick's House of Music. I guess it's Tuesday nights, if I recall. But he has a former guest that he interviewed, has a gig, and we're going to support him and show. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's good. I hope you have a good time. Drive safe, okay? It's wintertime, so I know you're out there in Ohio and Indiana. I've driven through that part of the country, going out to Chicago during the winter storms and stuff. It can be pretty hairy. So have a great time there, Glick. So there's our public announcement on smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. Let's see what else we got. Anything? And speaking of roads, more than 116,000 people are injured in accidents on slushy roads and icy pavement. Let's see what this one's about.
Now that winter.
They just got done with TikTok. I wonder. Yeah, we got to talk about TikTok. TikTok is they're ticking down to. They only have a couple days. 2 days left? It's this Sunday. That's the deadline, right? This article, this next video I'm going to present. Let's see. They start off. They must have just got done talking about TikTok. So let's see what this one's about. This is about slushy roads.
Has rolled around, it's important to brush up on our driving safety.
The U.S. Department of Transportation states that more than 116,000 people are injured in vehicle crashes on slushy, snowy, or icy pavement annually. Snowplows across the country are helping to keep the roads as safe as possible. The Town of Owego Highway Superintendent Mike Roberts makes sure that the trucks his crew operates each day are in the best shape possible.
We try to keep all of our equipment in tip-top shape. High visibility is key. making sure we can see what's out there. All our vehicles have been retrofitted with LED lighting, and we keep up on driver training.
Robert states that with recent legislation that was passed, his team now uses green lights to help make sure people know that they are approaching.
So you got to be careful of these snowplows that are out and about. As far as they're trying to do a job to make it safe for you to travel. So try not to pass if you can't, or if you are going to pass a snowplow. You're not supposed to really. I think in New York State you can't pass snowplows. So be safe on the roads. Yield these guys the right of way, because they're doing a job that most of us probably don't want to do, as far as that goes, and such. So that's I think that's it on WBNG. Let's see. Oh, let's get back to this one. Five Guys. Let's do the Five Guys bit. Let's see. This is just an article I'm gonna read, I guess, and stuff. So let's see what we got here. Let's see, because I'm not seeing anything else on that fire. Let's bring this up. We got Five Guys. This is the second one. Five Guys in here in Johnson City, which is actually up there at the Oakdale Commons. That's where we go for, to BJ's to shop, and then we go to Dick's. There's Dick's Sporting Goods. I know BJ's and Dick's. I'll hear go ahead, make the jokes. I've heard them before. But the Oakdale Commons, they have a number. It used to be the old Oakdale what do they call that? Oakdale Mall. It's no longer a mall. It's called the Commons. And but second Five Guys restaurant location is about to open over in Broome County. The fast-growing chain based in Virginia has had a Vestal store near Binghamton University, I've been to that one. It's great for several years. The next location will only be a couple miles in the Oakdale Commons in Johnson City. Let's see. There's Five Guys right there. Workers have been renovating. Oh, that's what they're doing. They used to have Ruby Tuesday, but the former Ruby Tuesday restaurant site is in preparations for the new Five Guys. The Ruby's Tuesday location had operated at what was the Oakdale Mall for 3 decades. It closed in the spring of 2020 in the early weeks of the COVID-19 pandemic. Restaurants for Five Guys New York told WNBF, that's this no affiliation with, I have no affiliation with WNBF. We're just reading and consuming their news off the webpage. But they're a great, I listen to them in the afternoon. Told that the Johnson City restaurant will open January 24th. So that's next week, next Friday. And let me see here. Move it down. There's the Five Guy Booths. As far as that goes, that's at the Oakdale Commons. And the new 2,900 square foot restaurant will be similar to the Vestal Parkway location, but it will feature 2 order kiosks. I don't like those kiosks. Customers will also be able to place orders in the traditional way at the counter. That's the way I like to order my food. The Oakdale Commons Five Guys will have seating for 80 people inside and 20 outdoor when weather permits. About 30 people have been hired to work at the new restaurants, and it will open 7 days a week from 11 to 10 p.m. Five Guys is noted for using hand-formed fresh beef patties for burgers. The restaurant also has earned a reputation of serving fries cooked in 100% peanut oil. So there we have it. Five Guys is where it's at, up there at the Oakdale Mall. And I'm sure I'll be. We usually go up at the Oakdale Mall. They also have Beer Tree. That's a place they may make a good burger there. They raise their own beef. They're a step above Five Guys, but Five Guys is still good. Now they have Buster's in the Oakdale Commons. That place is too noisy. I won't eat there. It's too noisy. Plus the games suck. I get better games playing on my computer here than I do on the up there at. But the old mall is being revamped. Well, it's no longer a mall; it's a commons. It's a place to meet. People meet there. People are still walking around, so they're changing it up. And I think this is a good model for other malls to follow. Because let's face it, malls are dead. You got to make them more interesting. So what's going to bring the people in? Good food. Five Guys is good food. I like Five Guys. They have a good. The one up in Vestal is good, and I'm looking forward to. The missus doesn't really care for it. It's okay. But I tell you, Beer Tree is great. They have the best burger. They grow their own beef, and you've heard me talk about it here before. So that's the that's from WNBF again. No affiliation with WNBF or Fox 40 or whatever. Let's see on the Whale is their sister channel. There's nothing there. Channel 34. Let's see, what do we got on channel 34? Nothing there. Okay, what about WENY? This is out of Elmira. That's the Elmira channel. Nothing there. My Twin Tears. Nothing there. I want to check something here. Let's see. I'm going to Google that fire. I want to see if there's any more on the fire. Let me see. Let me check Google here real quick. Oh, okay, they do have something on WENY. Okay, here's. This is the picture. Let me bring this down. Yeah, there's the fire right there. This is off at WENY. Multiple fire departments respond to a WEGO. There's a picture of the house fire right there. And let's see what the update is. This is as of 2 hours ago. They say, this is according to WBNG news crew. Blaze engulfed. Okay, it's the same thing. There's no real update. There's just talk, but there's another picture of the fire right there, and that's fully involved. It's gone. The house was a complete. To get it that fast. This is a rural area. They had to bring in tankers to bring water, and they had to resurface those tankers multiple times, from what I was hearing on the radio. So. So that's it for that fire there. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and shut this one down. Let's see, nothing else on WENY that I see. Let's see, view more videos. What do we got? Anything? Nope, nothing. Okay. Press Connects, or no, not Press Connects, Penny Saver. Let's see what's on the news in the Penny Saver. Anything? They're playing cornhole, but it's wintertime now. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. And we just got weather. And that's, let's see, anything else on this fire? Oh, okay, here we go. We got another video. And what are they responding? Emergency crews responded. Authorities, the road was closed, but this is another. Let's go ahead and bring this one up. Let's see. This is off of Fox 40. Okay, I'm finding more on the fire here. Okay, let's see what this. Here's another. This is the story of the day in Owego, New York. Here in Owego, we had a fire last night. Let's go ahead.
Begins tonight as emergency crews responded to a fully involved house fire this evening in the town of Owego. The fire broke out at 2473 Gaskill Road around 7 p.m. The road was subsequently closed to traffic. A Fox 40 crew member was stopped at the closure point, but said flames could still be seen from down the road.
Okay, they're just. This was the initial report from last night, so there's not really much more. So this is on Gaskills Road. They closed it. The only traffic that came up there was tankers. There's no hydrants up there, but you can see the fire. I would surmise that it probably started due to heating, maybe. Maybe a fireplace, or they had a furnace that we'll have to follow up. I don't know for sure, because the preliminaries are still, it just took place last week. And this was a major fire. It involved 5 companies and stuff like that. So we'll have to follow up on this as far as that goes. And I think with that, I think we're at the end of the broadcast here and such. So let's see. And we've been on for, we're coming up, we got 5 more minutes. Maybe we'll just hold out for a couple more minutes here. Let's see. I got my chess game tonight. I should be able to, I won last week, so I'm emboldened that I can win again tonight. And then we're going to be taking a road trip, me and the missus, I think, this morning to, okay, there's the snow. We do have some snow out there. You can see the snow. Did have some snow. Oh, you know what you could do? Oh, okay, Jim Figerty. Let's go ahead and say hi to Jim Figerty, maybe. We got something here on the Facebook. Let's see. Bobby Shadow reacts to your post. Good morning to Tioga County. Hey, Bobby Shadow. Thank you for, and there's Bobby Shadow. Hey, he wrote, good morning, Bobby. Let's, Merry New Christmas. Okay, there you are, Bobby. How you doing, my friend? Let's see. Can we reply? Yeah. Hey, bro. Bobby Shadow's in the house. Or he's over on the Facebook. Hey, bro. Stay safe out there. I don't know if Bobby Shadow is involved in the fire area out there. Hey, bro, stay safe your way. Have a good weekend. Have a great weekend. Bobby Shadow. I know him from Blab Days. The Blab Days, it's the Blab Owl as far as that goes. Glad to have him here. And he says, Merry new president. We have a new president, yeah. So Facebook is working. We got Bobby Shadow is watching, I think, on Facebook. Thank you for being here, Bobby. Greatly, greatly appreciated, my friend. Oh, there he is. There he is. Red flag warnings lifted. 50 cents. What's 50 cents? Don't send me any money, Bobby. I don't want any money. I'm talking to Bobby Shadow on Facebook right here now. And were you involved in the fires, Bobby? Were you close? Safe here, bro. Okay, you're safe. Okay, that's good. Family, you and family are safe. That's good. That's good to hear, because I hear about these fires, and I know you're out there in that general area and stuff like that. So I imagine, if anything, you're smelling all that smoke that's out there and stuff. So be safe. I do know somebody that's out there that's working the fire line on one of the fires. I'm not sure which fire line, but the good news about the fires out there in LA, they're being contained now, and that's the key word that a firefighter likes to hear. That's being contained. So was concerned, because I still can't believe that fire. It's unreal, unfreaking real as far as that goes. So, but glad to have you on the Facebook there, Bobby. And all good here in Riverside County. Okay, that's great to hear. Good deal, my friend. That's great to hear. Great to hear. And glad to have you on the Facebook. We just brought back the Facebook live here on the real Fireman Rich on the public Facebook. So it works, and I greatly appreciate the people that watch on Facebook, their views. And let's see, let's check. While we're at it, let's check over there on nobody on X. Wow, everybody's asleep. I had 27 people last night or yesterday on the broadcast for the broadcast over there for the Starship launch. And let's see, let's go ahead and clear out all these news things. So we had a bit of a fire, but it's nothing compared to the fires out there in California. But it's a rural firefighting. We had there's multiple. Oh, you know what? I know what I can check. Let me check. I got one place to check for that fire we had last night. Let's see, Tioga. It's on the Facebook. Let me see. Let's see. Do they have? Let's see if they have anything. No, they don't have anything over there. What the hell? Okay, no problem. Okay, we'll just have to, like I said, we'll just have to follow up on it here and stuff like that. So let's see. LA had a huge community wildfires. LA strong. Yep, LA strong. Just I hear you, Bobby. I hear you. Glad to hear, and glad to be talking with you again. Like I said, Bobby Shadow. I know Bobby going back to the Blab days, the Blab Owls. I still remember those good days there, Bobby. Great time, great time. Let's see. We are at the 2-hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and exit stage left here, folks. I want to say, let's see. I want to say thank you for all those that are viewing here on Rumble, Locals, YouTube, Twitch, X Live, and also Facebook Live. Say thank you. Starting out to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl. Thank you for being here. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Let's see. Who do we had? Tina. Tony D. Salute to you, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you, Tony. And thank you, Glick, Nonsensical Network. Check them out. Just plug in Nonsensical Network on the search bar there in on YouTube, and let's see what Bobby has to say. I heard a ding, ding, ding. Have a great day, bro. Yeah, you too. Don't send me any money, man. I don't want it. I don't know how it works on Facebook. I don't need the money, man. I don't need the money, brah. Contribute it to the if you're gonna donate any money, donate it to the fire cause there, my friend. Thanks, Bobby. You're the best, buddy. You are the best. You need to broadcast. You need to get on some platform. You need to bring back that bra show back. But thank you, Glick from Nonsensical Network. Be safe on your travels there to Indiana. Thank you, Captain Rehab from down there in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Thank you, first time chatter and following me, Scrumden. I'll just call you Scrund, SKR, Scrum. Thank you, Scrum. Let's see, and that's about. And thank you, Bobby Shadow, coming in on the Facebook side. Thank you very much. I love this. The Facebook works, and that's great. That's great to know. and we're going to see what happens. I don't know if we're going to be taking a walk. We may not walk. We may. I don't know. I'll have to check with the missus and stuff, because it's currently it's 26 degrees Fahrenheit. We have something we have to do this morning and stuff like that. So, but thank you all those in chat on the various platforms. Thank you for those that were just watching on the live, and thank you for those that watch on the replay. Great, love the replays, folks. Love the replays, and thank you for those that are listening over there on Spotify for creators. We appreciate Spotify for having that to continue to bring the audio from the live streams over to that platform. And I think with that, we're going to go ahead and start the outro music and get our day started here, folks. So you all have a great one. You can follow me, Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich, over there on X. You all have a great one. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks.